Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from MyChartCoach.com, and we're going to take a look at a couple of stocks that are in play, and then we're going to take a look at the shipping sector. We're going to take a look at the marine transportation stocks and see, some of the setups, because there were many stocks within the sector that were up after hours. There was a big spike with dries, and not only was DRYS running, but there was many other stocks within the sector that looked like they could gap up open tomorrow. So I'm going to take a quick look at them, show you what the charts look like, and then that could get you set up for tomorrow. Okay, first off, let's look at HMNY. Okay, RSI and Fasto are in the bull zone. That's looking good. What I like about this chart here is the close above the 50-day simple moving average here at 524. So notice the green line, there was a close above that. Notice the good volume, big volume spike back here. A new uptrend is starting with this middle Bollinger Band here, turning into support with the close above. Noticed how it was resistance for a really long time. So closing above the 50-day simple moving average is the bull signal for us. So that is signaling more upside potential. Going to need to break this the next resistance level, which is going to be the 300-day simple moving average at 467. If it can get above that, then you're talking about potential run back up here to the 6, where you have the 100-day simple moving average and the 200-day simple moving average. So this chart is really heating up, so keep an eye on HMNY. It is in play. As long as the middle Bollinger Band holds, the uptrend should continue. Okay, another one to look at for tomorrow is EVOK. Okay, notice that RSI and Fasto are now at overbought levels, so that's something to keep in mind. This is on a multi-day run, so currently this is a 6-day run for EVOK. Notice volume is still very light, even though there was a volume spike today compared to the volume back here. Notice there was big volume on these previous spikes. So there's potential to push higher here. The thing is, there's a good uptrend going. Notice there was the gap up open, then it consolidated, gap up open, consolidated, each time holding the middle Bollinger Band. Right here, the dotted purple line is the middle Bollinger Band, which is also the 20-day simple moving average. Notice the bounce off of that, and then now there's 6 green volume bars in a row, even though they were very small, with volume increasing. And then today's close was at the upper Bollinger Band, and it was also at the closing price here on back on the first week of January. And so notice that is the key resistance level to break on this chart, because if it breaks that, then you're looking at the 200 and 300-day simple moving averages as the next key levels. So tomorrow, look for a potential run to those levels. If they get hit, that could signal the climax of this current run. If they break and there's a close above, the run could keep going. So if there is a pullback, because this is hitting the upper Bollinger Band and it is hitting the horizontal resistance, look for EMA4 at 254 as the first support level. As long as the middle Bollinger Band holds, the uptrend should continue. If you fail to break right here, resistance, it could form a double top. Okay, and if you look down here, MACD is starting a bullish crossover on both time frames, so it does signal, it is signaling that this could potentially push higher. Notice if the share price hits this 200 and 300-day simple moving average level, there could be a PSAR bull flip. Okay, now let's look at some marine transportation stocks. Here's SALT. Okay, there's a couple of recurring themes here. First, I'm going to show you some of the stocks that are actually in an uptrend, and so notice this nice uptrend going, candles forming above EMA's 4 and 8, riding above the middle Bollinger Band, and then there was this pullback, and then notice the bounce off of the middle Bollinger Band here, the long lower wick that's showing loading, and then the small candle. What we're looking for here is a break back above EMA4 for a potential run back up to the upper Bollinger Band. This is the high close resistance level to break. As long as the middle Bollinger Band holds, the uptrend should continue. Let's look at NM. Wow, this chart looks very, very similar. Once again, the RSI and Fasto are in bull zone on both of these charts. Both of these charts there, they both have room to run. Notice this is the same looking kind of chart here. Nice uptrend going, pullback from the upper Bollinger Band back into the bands, and then look at the bounce off the middle Bollinger Band. Once again, we want to see a break above EMA4 for a run up to the upper Bollinger Band. This is the high close resistance level to break. So yeah, so this is a good uptrend. You know, notice how similar these charts are. These charts are so similar because this is what computer program trading looks like. These are the machines in control. All we're doing is following the machines. Okay, RSI and Fasto are both in the bull zone. Okay, there is room to run on both indicators. Notice once again, you've got a nice uptrend going. This is DSXX. Ticker symbol DSXX. This is another one that's been, you know, a nice good uptrend. This one here, we're going to be looking back here at this high close on the previous run back here in November. So this is going to be a key level to break here, and notice how the candles have been hitting that level. If it gets above that, then you could see the share price get moving. You know, you're going to want to get above these levels, but we're thinking that this could run to 5 if it can get out, you know, above this 420 resistance zone that's trying to break this 410 level. If it can, you know, that's the key level. Once again, there was a bounce off of the middle Bollinger Band down here. Notice how that's providing support with the lower wick, and so as long as that middle Bollinger Band holds, we expect this uptrend to continue. I mean, look back here. You know, when the middle Bollinger Band got hit, there was a bounce off of it. Also, a bounce off of the 50 and the 300-day simple moving average. Notice how the 50-day simple moving average crossed the 300, and how the golden cross down here on the 200. You know, this chart has been building strength. So, yeah, as long as the candles are riding above the middle Bollinger Band, the signal is to keep riding if you are a swing trader and it's more of a long-term play for you. Look at Fasto and RSI are both once again in the bull zone, so there's room to run on both indicators. This is GLBS, ticker symbol GLBS, and you know, this is the one that had the odd chart where it formed those 3 odd black candles 2 weeks ago. So you know, we track all these plays regularly, and we're continually charting them, and you know, so posting updates and tracking their movement. So you know, we've been you know, on this play when it broke out here above the middle Bollinger Band. This new uptrend started, and then this is going to be the key level back here in November to break, and if a break above that level could send this share price much higher, and so you could see a run up to this, back up to the 20s. And so right now you're going to want to see a break above this high close. If it can get a you know, if it can get above this 950, then you're looking at the 11. If it can get above 11, you know, it could actually run up to 14 from 11. So that could be, you know, busting through the upper Bollinger Band would be a very bullish signal. This has been consolidating once again, and riding EMA's 4 and 8 support higher. Notice that there was a bounce off of EMA 13 here. You want to see that hold. If it doesn't, there could be a drop down to the middle Bollinger Band and the 50-day simple moving average. As long as those levels hold, then once again this uptrend should continue. So this is a new uptrend. It's just been consolidating. We really like this volume down here. You know, we feel like support should hold here, and it should push higher. Okay, now let's look at SHIP. SHIP is now we're going to look at a couple of charts that have been consolidating, and you know, this right now is extremely oversold. Look at 0, it's at 0, so that's extreme oversold on Fasto, and this has been traveling sideways in this sideways channel for many weeks now. And so what we want to do here is we want to see a break above the top of the channel, and if it can break above the top of the channel, then we feel like it could break out and make a run to that 50-day simple moving average. So that's going to be our target, is the 50-day simple moving average at currently at 171. If there's a break above this upper Bollinger Band zone at 125. So if it can get above 125, then it could get cruising. There is going to be one, you know, there's another little resistance zone in between. You know, it's going to have to get out of this 135 right here. It's going to be another tough spot. Get through 135 here, and then you could see a run all the way up to the 171 and the 50-day simple moving average. This right now, there was a big gap on this play. Notice that there was a gap down. This is the top of the gap. This is the bottom of the gap. Now the gap, filled a little bit with this candle. So this 150 is going to be a tough level to break as well. So keep an eye on that. And then let's look at GSL. GSL here is another stock that has been traveling sideways. And we're looking for this one. You notice it's all the moving averages have converged in the same zone right here. They're all on the same level, and you notice that it's bouncing off the 200-day simple moving average. That's the red line here. Notice how it's been holding, and so this 300-day simple moving average, the blue line, is coming down fast. And so what we want to see a break above that level. If they can get above the 300-day simple moving average, then they think it runs back here to these levels back here in December. So yeah, so keep an eye on GSL. It's another stock that has been consolidating. That looks like it's setting up. It just needs to push above resistance. So it gets above that 300-day simple moving average, you should see a good run. And then let's look at DCIX. DCIX here. Okay, these are some stocks that have been pulling back. And notice the multiple red candles in a row. So there's so you have multiple red candles in a row, and then you have a close here below the lower Bollinger Band. And notice how this is an open red candle. Notice how these are solid red. This is signaling that even though DCIX was down on the day, it closed above the open. So that was signaling that people were buying end of day. Usually when you get a close below the lower Bollinger Band, it's signaling extreme oversold. You want to see a break above 258 EMA4. That's the big resistance level. Bear stocks in a downtrend, or in riding down lower, they ride EMA4 resistance, get above that, and then it could get back above the middle Bollinger Band. It needs to break above the middle Bollinger Band to get an uptrend going. Notice it's very oversold on FASTO. Okay, let's look at SINO. SINO is a very similar pattern. The DCIX, excuse me with that, sorry about moving the chart so fast, but notice the multiple red candles in a row close below the lower Bollinger Band. Look at all the red volume bars. Okay, so EMA4 once again is going to be the key level to break, with the potential run back up to the middle Bollinger Band. If that level can break, notice how the candles have been riding it. Fail to break EMA4, that will signal more downside risk. Okay, ESEA is another stock to keep an eye on tomorrow. This has been consolidating as well, and it's been in this channel, in this sideways channel, and this 160 level here has been holding. So this is like this is near the bottom of the channel, and then up at the top here is this 190 level. And so if it can break above 190, notice there's all the moving averages here again. The top one is the 300-day simple moving average at 212. If it can get above 212, then it could run back up to this December high close. And so that would be 250, and 250 is going to be a big level to break. And so yeah, so once again, keep an eye on this. A close above the middle Bollinger Band is going to be a bullish signal that a possible new uptrend could be starting. It's going to have to stay above the middle Bollinger Band in order to get a new uptrend going. Notice that there's been very low volume. That's and it was pulled back on super light volume. That just shows you that there's no sellers. And then notice on the bigger up days there are big green volume bars. So it looks like people have been loading this. Okay, and then there's TOPS. TOPS is oversold down here on FASTO at 152, so that's extreme oversold levels. It's due for a bounce. This is another play that had the very tight Bollinger Bands here. Look how tight the Bollinger Bands are, with the 3 red candles in a row, with a close below the lower Bollinger Band, and it's hitting this support from back here in November. So notice this support level back here is being hit right now. And so this is a key level for it to bounce above. What we want to see is a close above the middle Bollinger Band, and that level to turn into support. It tried back here, but it failed to do it, and it continued trading sideways. And so it needs to get above that, and then once again, this is a very similar chart. If it can get above this 300-day simple moving average at 307, then you could see a run back up to these prior resistance levels. Okay, so keep an eye on the shipping sector and the marine transportation stocks tomorrow. It looks like they could be in play. There were lots of gap ups after hours. We'll just have to see how it goes. Always follow the intraday charts during the day. If you like this video and you want to see more charts and technical analysis, please check us out at mychartcoach.com and our YouTube channel at mychartcoach.com. Thank you.